Hi there guys, Tom Quayle here. Hope everyone's doing really well out there in internet land. So, a question. Have you ever wanted to own, and I guess the answer is yes, a vintage Strat or a Les Paul or like a 335 or a 175, but didn't have the money and you need a kind of very versatile modern guitar for your main gig, and it just doesn't make financial sense to go out and buy all of those guitars? Well, the SIM1 XT-1 might be the solution you've been looking for. So this is made by this company here, SIM1. The XT-1 is the name of the product, and these guys are geniuses. I met them at NAMM a few years ago, and they're very, very, very clever guys. What this actually does is it's what they're calling a tone imprinting device. So it's a technology these guys have come up with, and it makes your guitar, in this case my Ibanez TQM1, sound like all those other guitars I mentioned before. So they've created tone imprints for all those guitars, and the XT-1 learns what your guitar sounds like and then essentially transforms it into these other guitars sonically. Okay, so it's got all the different pickups for all the different guitars that you would ever wish to own. As I mentioned, there's loads of PRSs, there's loads of Gibson guitars in here, loads of Fender guitars, all the classics, plus some more modern things as well going in there. And it transforms your guitar sonically into those guitars. Now, for working musicians who need a lot of variety in their tones, you can take one guitar and this unit, and that's all you need. There's no digital latency, there's no artifacts in there, there's no weird EQ things going on at all. It's very clever proprietary technology that these guys have come up with, and it blows my mind every time I play through it. It's so cool. Now, if it stopped there, that would be great enough, but this also has amp simulation built in. The guys have included a Fender Twin, Vox AC30 and JCM 800 amp in there, and they've also got a drive pedal to push the front end of that amp. It's a great sounding drive pedal as well, and also a reverb built in as well, just for that kind of ambience. Now, all of those parameters can be tweaked to your kind of tastes and then stored within one of 99 different presets. We can switch up and down the presets utilizing the buttons on the front. So you can see here we've got an American Vintage 64 Telly, and we're using the neck pickup. We also need to use the same pickup on our original guitar. The learning process for each guitar is dead easy. Basically, you just set it into learn mode. You can learn all three pickups on this guitar in particular, and then all you do is play a chromatic scale nice and slowly in there, and the system basically calculates all the things it needs to work out how your guitar can sound like a tonal imprint of this Telly here, or the PRS, or whatever you're going to use. As you can see, as we scroll through, we've got a ton of different things in here. We've got Fender Mustang, for instance. We can scroll all the way through these different guitars. We can buy guitars from the SIM1 web store as well. It ships with a ton of guitars, but if you need more, you can actually buy those from the web store. Now, as well as the electric guitar tonal imprints and the amp simulation, distortion and reverb, or overdrive and reverb, there is also the ability to use what they're calling body resonance modeling to also simulate acoustic guitars from your electric guitar. And if you have a piezo-based acoustic, which I do down here, I have a Faith Venus guitar, which we're going to use later, which has also been learnt by the XT-1. We can utilize the XT-1 to make that sound like a mic'd up acoustic guitar as well. We've also got impulse responses in here for all of the different amp models, and also a ton of different acoustic guitars as well, which is very cool. And it's also fully featured in terms of pro outputs as well, because we've got balanced and unbalanced outs for running to front of house. Very, very kind of well built as well. Nice design, very easy legible screen. And the whole thing can be controlled entirely by your feet. So when you're on stage, if you need to do anything, you can do that straight from your feet. There's a little USB socket on the side that allows you to do firmware updates, add new guitars, back things up to your computer if you want to make sure you store all of your presets. And also a little Wi-Fi dongle can be plugged into there so that you can control the whole thing from an iOS device. I'm not sure about Android, but certainly from an iOS device using their app. So very, very cool indeed. So you guys need to hear this. Now, as I say, it's learnt my Ibanez TQM1. I'm going to take you through some classic guitar presets on here, letting you hear that kind of tone imprinting, making my guitar sound like various different guitars. Then I'm going to show you some of the amp modeling, and then we'll do some stuff with the acoustics as well. So we'll turn this guitar into an acoustic, and then we'll take our Faith Venus with the piezo pickup, and we'll make that into a mic'd up kind of sound. Now, very quickly about the signal path, and then I promise I will do some playing. We're taking the unbalanced out into my Audion ASP800 preamp, which is then running into my audio interface and straight into Studio One. Now, the reason I tell you that is because we're not running this into an amp, we're not running it into an Axe Effects, we're not running it into anything else. Every single part of the sound that you're going to hear here is coming from the XT-1. Okay, the only thing I've added is a tiny bit of delay, because I'm a delay fiend. It helps me play, and you'll hear the bypass tone first, and then you'll hear all of the different tone imprints, and you'll hear all of the different amp simulations and all that kind of stuff. So I hope you enjoy it, guys, and I'll see you on the other side. there we go. What an amazing piece of kit that is, the XT-1 from the guys at SIM1. These guys are creating some amazing technology. They've got some just as exciting stuff coming up soon as well. So very excited to see what these guys are working on all the time. For function band guys or guys who are doing a lot of session work, this thing will be invaluable. You can take one guitar and have all those sounds available for you. So it's really, really fantastic. Hope you enjoyed this demo. If you did, if you click the link in the description below, you can check out all the details on this unit and download all the software as well, because it's a software editor, the manual, all that kind of stuff. So go and check it out. Give the guys at SIM1 some love. They're doing some amazing work. If you check out the other links below, you'll find links to my lessons and also t-shirts, which are on sale now, Tom Quayle t-shirts. We've got a couple of different designs available. And as usual, make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons and the bell notification icon to ensure that you get notified every time I upload a video. All right, guys, my name's Tom Quayle. Thanks to the guys at SIM1 for letting me check out the XT-1, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.